Welcome to Presidential Experience Podcast, the place where we chronicle the search for meaning over money. And we are live, uncut, unplugged, unedited, bringing you all that you need to know for Mental Health Awareness Month. Today, I really wanted to talk about purpose, finding purpose, attracting purpose, being patient with your purpose, kind of what purpose is and what it's not, what we think it has to be. How's that sound? Good. Do you know your purpose? What is your purpose? What's your purpose in life? Do you think you have already found your purpose? Do you think you're living your purpose? Do you feel like you're on purpose? Like maybe you're going towards your purpose. It's coming. What are you feeling right now? Well, I know that many people come to me because they feel like they haven't found their purpose. They feel like the purpose is eluding them. They also feel like everybody else has and they haven't. So I want to tell you a little bit about my background. Some of you may have heard this a little bit before, but I was one of those people who did not have any idea what they wanted to do when they grew up. Like, when you ask teenagers that question, what do you want to be when you grow up? I didn't know. I'm like happy. I'm like rich. I'm like free. So I never really had like a thing that I wanted to be or do. And I think that what we need to do is clarify that question, because when you say what you want to be, I want to be happy. I want to be wealthy. I want to be peaceful. I want to be free. But what do I want to do? That's a different question for another episode. But I thought I'd mention it. What I also want to mention is that your purpose and your career or your job don't necessarily have to be the same thing, because this is how you bring meaning to your life. Let me show you. Let me tell you. You find something that you love to do and you do it with love. Now, you could easily charge for it, which would also bring you money. But just the simple fact that you have something that you love doing and you put love into it that right there warms your heart. That brings your life purpose. And if you want to add a dollar amount to it, go right ahead. It's nothing wrong with that. But you could also keep your day job. You can keep your day job and find purpose. A lot of times people come to me and they say, I got to quit my job. I got to find my purpose. Those two they don't have to go together. Quit my job and find my purpose. You can keep your job, maybe take a break or vacation or some time off, but you don't have to quit your job to find your purpose. Maybe you're in the wrong role, but right company. Maybe you're in the right company. The wrong company, but the right role. Yeah. And for a lot of us that are entrepreneurs listening, you could have the right idea, you could have started the right company, but maybe there's a different product or service that you need to offer. Think about it. These are things I want you to begin to think about, because when you're right in that like 40 to 55-year-old range, you thought you had it all figured out. You were on the plan, on the purpose. You got it. It was going forward. You had your head down and you were working and money was coming in and wow. And then you looked up one day and you're like, where the hell am I? This is not the life I thought I was designing. I don't like this life. I want something else. I want meaning. I want purpose. And this is not it. I'm not doing any more of these meaningless meetings. I just can't. I'm not building another frivolous project or whatever it is you do. Okay. So what if you could find your purpose? And what if you could find your purpose inside of you? And what if you could find your purpose doing what's not your purpose? I started my story about being a teenager and getting asked what I wanted to do and not knowing, even though my sisters knew exactly what they wanted to do. And I didn't feel any kind of way about it. I was just like, I don't know. And it'll come to me, and I'll love it when it comes. And I've done a lot of things. I was a serial entrepreneur. I've owned several companies, and all of them brought me joy when they did. And then when they didn't, I moved on. And here's the thing. You believe that there's just one purpose in your life, but maybe there's more. And maybe you have to get okay with shifting purposes. Maybe your first purpose, you already did it. You already accomplished it. And now it's time to move on to the second purpose. But you're not giving the first purpose credence or the respect that it deserves. So go back. Look at what you've done. What moves you? What warms your heart? Not what other people think is okay and good. Don't go there. What warms your heart? And don't second guess it or judge it or discount it. What warms your heart? Yeah, I did just get irritated. So just tell me. You know that you're put on this earth to do some things. And that's why you're searching for it. And it is bringing you down. It is affecting your mental health. You're stressed. You're irritable. You're losing sleep. All because you think that you can figure out your purpose in your head. And you can't. You have to feel your purpose. Feel it all the way in your gut. It really feels like all the way down to your toes. And that's when you know you got it. But you got to do a bunch of things like I did. Like right now, I am so on purpose and in my purpose. Like there's so much more for me to do. I'm not even close to, like, I'm on the road to the highway that's going to like fast track me to my purpose. But right now, the road that I'm on, I know it's going towards, like, you ever ask somebody for directions and there's like, okay, you're going to take this road about 2 miles and then you're going to get on the interstate. And then you're going to take that interstate to another interstate. And then when you get off the exit, the purpose should be right on the right. You can't miss it. That's what people say, right? That's what I want to say to you. You can't miss your purpose. Don't you worry, because one or two things will happen. Either you'll be so in search of it that you're going to run into it because your purpose is also looking for you. Or you're going to be so burnout, sitting down, worried about your purpose, and the universe is going to make it so hard for you that you're going to have to get up and do your purpose. You're going to have to. The universe is going to keep making it harder and harder and harder for you until you get up and do your purpose. Are you there right now? Have things just gotten so hard for you? Well, it's time to get up. Here's what you're going to do. Number one, you're going to stop judging. It doesn't matter if it makes sense. Just do something, which is number two. Do some things. It doesn't matter if it's the actual purpose or if it's the purpose to the purpose. You have like a pre-purpose. Do your pre-purpose. All the stuff that's going to lead up to your purpose. Get on the road in the first interstate so it can take you to the next one. 3, be okay with not being great at your purpose. Now, I was, because I started my purpose so early. Like while I was a barber, I was counseling people, and they were in the chair and I'm counseling them. Now, of course, I didn't know that's what I was doing, but it was the pre-purpose. When I was a financial advisor, I was counseling people. I didn't realize it, but I was. I had more fun doing that than investing. I could care less about building a portfolio. I couldn't care less about building a portfolio. It was just part of my job. But what I really love doing is the strategy, getting with people, listening to their stories, helping them unfold and unpack and discover. That was what I loved and still do. You don't have to know your purpose even to just go get it. Just know that it's coming and say those words. I'm going towards my purpose. I'm going towards my purpose. Now, I didn't have any notes. I just went off the cuff because I talk about this subject a lot. The thing is, I'm usually talking about it to a person, and I can connect to their energy, and I can feel what they're not saying. I can also feel what they're not seeing. I can see it. I have the gift of insight. And so I can usually get really specific with them. Right now, I had to be pretty general. And so the reason why I bring that up is because I want to say that right now I am offering a conversation with me, a private conversation with me. You're going to go to joinpresidentialexperience.com. And when you go there, it's going to talk to you. There's a landing page, it'll be a bunch of words on there. Read them if you like. I put a lot into them. But there's a button on there that says, like join the conversation or have a conversation with Kanae, something like that. Click that button. And what's going to happen is it's going to enroll you in the private club, but it's also going to give you the opportunity to have a private conversation with me. So if that is something that you're open to, if you'd like to have a private conversation with me so we can help you find your purpose, discover your purpose, get on purpose, even your pre-purpose, so you can feel better, so it can enhance your life and boost your mental health. That's where you are. If finding your purpose is a high priority for you right now, and you're interested in seeing if I can work with you on that, then click the link. You want to know if it's free? No, it's not. I am so freaking good at what I do that I won't do it for free. Unless somebody just doesn't have any money, like no money, zero. But if you have money and you don't want to invest it in you, then I don't want to invest in you. Sorry. You can't ask me to do that. You can ask me to work with you for free and invest in you, and you're not even ready to invest in you. So when you get ready to invest in you, come on over. I am so this is my purpose, and I have a gift, and I'm willing to share it with you. I want to share it with you. I live to share my gifts with you, because when I share my gift with you, it allows you to discover your gifts. I use my gifts to help you discover your gifts. And it is such a blessing to be able to do that. So I love it if we work together on this. But it's totally up to you. Go to presidentialexperience.com. Click the link that says something like have a conversation, join, something like that. I forget what the button says. Just go there. Click the link. Put in your best information, contact information, best email, payment information, and let's get started. Yes, you and I have a private conversation, and then you can have a conversation with the group, a group conversation. Because let me tell you, when I was a kid, the other thing I said was I didn't want to have any children. I also didn't want to get married. And I just didn't feel like that was my purpose. But what I didn't know is I said that when I was 18. And then 18 years later, I ended up with an adopted daughter. Most amazing thing that happened in my life. I had no idea it was coming. I was completely blindsided. It was a snap decision that I made because I heard her story and I could not leave that child in that place. I had to go get her. And from day one, we've been like the best. She is me. Even though I didn't birth her, she is so me. And you'll get a chance to meet her. She's awesome and amazing. And she'll be at some of my live events. Just the sweetest girl ever. And I was blessed to be able to be her mom, her bonus mom. She has a mom, and you'd be happy to know that they have a relationship now, and I still have a relationship with her, and it's so amazing. It's so amazing, and it's part of my purpose. Part of my purpose in life was to be a mother to Jocelyn. Didn't know it. Never even thought about it. In fact, I thought I didn't want it. So you just don't know, and that's why I'm saying you need to have a conversation so you can discover it. We'll discover it together, okay? You're not alone. I am here with you, and I am so lucky to be here with you. All right, I'll see you sooner. That's it. We'll talk next week, and I'm going to talk about so much good stuff, but I'm also going to talk about suicide likely. So be here for that. Next week is going to be powerful. I will see you sooner. Love you. Mean it. I totally do. Have a prosperous weekend, my prosperos. Mwah.